I wanted to answer a question or a debate topic that comes up frequently. And the topic of debate is NTS or ITEL, and what happens when an insurance carrier says they don't accept or don't like or otherwise won't review a certain report. Usually this comes up when a contractor, public adjuster, policyholder has an NTS report, name that shingle, an NTS report, and they want to send it in, or they send it in, and an adjuster says, I'm sorry, our company policy says that we don't accept NTS reports. We only accept ITEL, or insert whatever generic material assessment report is the flavor of the month. And you can substitute anything else besides NTS as well. Those are just the two main ones we talk about a lot. What's generally going on is that the insurance company, the third-party administrator, whoever, is operating under either a false premise that they're not allowed to look at anything except the ITEL or the whatever, or they're unfamiliar, or they just simply don't agree. Regardless, should you send your preferred method of reporting? If you prefer the NTS report, should you still send it in? Even though the adjuster told you, we don't accept it, we're not going to ... fill in the blank. The answer is dependent on what your stated goal is. Generally, the impetus falls back to the policyholder, because what the adjuster is really telling you has nothing to do with the veracity or the validity of the NTS report, in this case, the NTS report itself. What he's telling you is that he's not going to pay for it. So if you, your company, your firm, your customer, you as a homeowner, policyholder yourself, if you don't mind paying for the report, the time and the labor to obtain the materials, the shipping to send it out, and you value that report and want it added into evidence for the claim file, then by all means send it in. The adjuster is required to look at it. The adjuster is not required to agree with it. However, remember, if the adjuster doesn't agree with your evidence, if the adjuster wants to issue a denial, he has to provide counter evidence. So what is he going to do? Naturally, he's going to say, we don't accept, which is shorthand for go get an ITEL. The adjuster absolutely is in his right to want to get an ITEL, a second opinion. He doesn't have to agree with your NTS or ABL or LMNOP, whatever report that you sent in. He's absolutely entitled to get his own report. He can send his own vendor, he can come out himself, or he can ask you to get it. If he asks you to get it, you are entitled, in most states, you are entitled to be paid for your services. Why? Because you are doing his job. You are no longer proving the claim for the policyholder. You are proving the claim or disproving the claim for the carrier. You're claim handling. So, you're entitled to be paid, just as if the carrier had sent out a vendor. So make sure, go out, get a sample, send it in, keep receipts for the shipping, keep receipts for the cost of the report itself, send it in. The carrier, the adjuster, is entitled to do that. He's required to do that. That's part of his investigation. Send it all in, get paid for your time. If you don't send in your own initial report, he may never end up getting his own report and the claim stalls. So take the bull by the horns. Send in your own report. Just realize you're not going to get paid for it. But if you submit your own NTS report, that may end up forcing the claim to move forward and requiring the adjuster to lean in and re-engage, because now they have to disprove your report. Now they're going to get an ITEL or get a whatever report or come back on site and relook at things. Does it slow things down? Sure it does. But it's worth it if it gets the desired end result for you, for your client, for your policyholder. If you have questions, leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you all around the horn.